In first-century Judea, under Roman oppression, villagers whisper about their longing for God's kingdom. Their hope for deliverance clashes with the reality of Roman soldiers patrolling their streets. This tension sets the stage for Jesus' teachings, which redefine the kingdom not as a political revolt but as a spiritual transformation. Historical records show Jewish messianic expectations were high during this period, yet Jesus' message would surprise them all. Jesus sits on a Galilean hillside, surrounded by fishermen, farmers, and children. His parables about God's kingdom challenge expectations. It's like hidden treasure, Matthew 13:44, or yeast and dough, Matthew 13:33. Scholars note these metaphors emphasize the kingdom's subtle but pervasive growth. Archaeological evidence suggests such open-air teachings were common, as synagogues couldn't accommodate large crowds. In the Jerusalem temple courtyard, a Pharisee in ornate robes demands, "When will God's kingdom come?" Jesus' response, "The kingdom is among you," Luke 17:21, confounds them. Historians explain that first-century Pharisees expected a militaristic Messiah. Jesus' teachings subvert this, as seen in the Dead Sea Scrolls parallels about spiritual renewal versus political revolution. Holding a tiny mustard seed, Jesus declares, "The kingdom is like this seed, smallest yet grows into a sheltering tree." Mark 4:30-32. Botanists confirm black mustard, Sinapis nigra, grows 8 to 12 feet tall in Palestine. This illustrates God's kingdom starting insignificantly but impacting globally, a radical concept when Rome measured power by military conquests. At the temple treasury, Jesus highlights a poor widow donating 2 leptas, Mark 12:41-44, worth 1/64 of a laborer's daily wage. Numismatic studies show these were the smallest bronze coins minted in Jerusalem. Jesus contrasts her sacrificial giving with the rich's showy donations, defining kingdom values. God measures not amounts, but surrendered hearts. By firelight, Jesus clarifies to disciples, God's kingdom is within you. Luke 17:21. The Greek entos himon can mean among or within. Early church fathers like Origen debated this. Either reading revolutionizes their understanding. The kingdom isn't geographical but relational. Recent scholarship notes this aligns with Jewish heart theology, Ezekiel 36:26. A centurion, symbol of Roman oppression, humbly asks Jesus to heal his servant. Matthew 8:5-13. Military historians note centurions commanded 80 men and were career soldiers. Jesus marvels at his faith, foreshadowing the kingdom, including Gentiles, a scandalous idea when many Jews expected God's kingdom to exclude their occupiers. Jesus describes a feast where the marginalized replace invited no-shows, Luke 14:15-24. Cultural studies reveal ancient banquet invitations came in 2 stages, first announcing, then summoning when ready. The story critiques religious leaders who rejected God's kingdom invitation, while sinners accepted. It reflects Jesus' actual meal practices with tax collectors, Mark 2:15-17. Zacchaeus, a chief tax collector, considered a traitor for collaborating with Rome, climbs a sycamore tree, Luke 19:1-10. Economic historians note tax collectors often overcharged. His radical repentance, repaying fourfold, demonstrates the kingdom's transformative power. Jesus declares salvation came to his house, affirming the kingdom reaches even societies despised. At sunset, Jesus foretells his death and resurrection, John 18:36, declaring his kingdom not of this world. Theological studies emphasize this differentiates Christianity from zealot movements. The kingdom's eternal nature, secured through Christ's sacrifice, offers hope beyond present suffering, a truth early martyrs clung to when facing Roman persecution.